a grace-filled Holy Wednesday to us. Today's description of the day within the Holy Week is also known from other distinction as Spy Wednesday. And Spy Wednesday has something to do with, of course, the focus of today's gospel reading. It's all about Judas, the role of Judas. Although the role of Judas, as Jesus indicated in his declaration, is actually part of the will of God. Because if not for Judas, or maybe, as I would always say, God has another plan. But then this is a very interesting day for us, because as we already are entering into the Triduum, the Easter Triduum, tomorrow we will have no masses except for the Chrism Mass, but in Cebu we already had it last week, and the opening Mass of the three-part so-called Easter Triduum, which is the Lord's Supper, or the washing of the feet, but this year we still do not have the washing. Now, since this is the last day where we are focused on the many different dimensions and aspects of our salvation, the spy title for Spy Wednesday would somehow be also transferred to us. Not in the sense only, anong only man, because we also betray the Lord, whether we like it or not. Now, when we commit sin, when we do many little things against His will, and against His love, and against others, our brothers and sisters. But the spyness of this title can be taken from a positive point of view, because if we try to link this with the first reading today from the prophet Isaiah, from the third servant song, Isaiah said, or the servant says, or sang, that He is opening my ears that I may hear morning by morning. And what is this? How is this related to the being a spy? A spy is a sensitive person. Dili lang it-on. No? Kasabot mo unsay it-on? Di naman kayo na to gamito ng it-on. And I think igmat is one thing that we are using. No? But it-on is actually something really very sensitive to so many things. And this is the spyness dimension of it. We are challenged to become sensitive and expressive at the same time of what we are doing. And most especially of how God touches or continues to touch our lives in the many different ways He does this for us. And this sensitivity will always be used as a stepping stone, as an entry point into embracing even more meaningfully and very celebratory, in the sense that the Paschal Triduum is the very heart of our faith. And there are so many ways that God touches us, allowing our ears to be attentive. No, kay pwede man punta og kitara. No, we can listen, we can hear. But to be able to accept and embrace the will of God, it is not only on our side that we are listening. He also sends us grace to be able to be attentive, even to the minutest detail of things that are happening. And what does this tell us? It makes us even more grateful. And as we continue to be grateful, we also have to be very aware and be very careful of how the devil also is trying to manipulate us, just like he manipulated Judas. The question now is, do we allow the devil to manipulate us? Of course, the answer is no, of course. But since we are human beings, we are always, we are so open to that. But the grace of God will keep us all the more intent and at the same time devoted, and most of all, enjoy the value and the graces for this great event that we are celebrating, that we are about to enter. Starting tomorrow, continues on Friday, and ends in Easter Vigil of Saturday. Amen.